girls are still asleep. I'm up pretty early this morning, and I've been getting up pretty early this morning in the morning since I've been retired. I've been on the farm full time. You ready for a bone? Yeah, see it? You see it? Good boy. I'm gonna go spray the garden this morning, and I get asked a lot about that and pest in the garden, so I figured I'd take you guys with me. You want to spray early in the mornings or late in the evening, and that's so you don't stress out your plants. So gonna fix some coffee this morning. We're gonna go and feed, and then go spray the plants. And then the girls may be up, and then we come around and do the rest of the chores. Ain't that right, Arlo? Yeah. There's one more thing. Look who's up early this morning. There's one more thing that I want to show you guys today. And got something going on with one of our goats. And I just had to let Mrs. Cog Hill get into that after I get through spraying this garden. Hey, Foxy. What's up, baby? My hands are full. Here, I'll pet you. Now.
What's up, ladies? What's up, ladies? Rolling bow. What's up, boys? Joe.
Look who else is up at Adam this morning. Oh, Scott. Good morning, Scott. Yeah. And Tucker. And Ruby or Rhonda. I don't know which one that is. What's up, Ozella? How about you, Nug? Wanna come out? Come on. Tucker's got where she loves to play with Scott's tail. I think Nugget likes playing with Scott's tail too. Scott, everybody likes your tail. It is beautiful, no doubt. I spray weekly because I'm doing it organically. If you guys heard me say this before, if you heard me talk about this, then you know I'm like a broken record. But the thing about organic spraying is you have to do it often because it's a preventative. You got to be proactive when you're doing stuff organically and not reactive, because typically what's going to happen is if you do get an infestation, organic sprays at that point are not that effective when you got an infestation. I rotate. I do three. There's really four. There's four things I use, and I rotate them. One thing I use every week is neem oil. Neem oil I use every week. I mix this with these other things I'm fixing to tell you about. But neem oil is an insecticide, but it's also a fungicide. By far, my favorite, if you guys had to do just one, my favorite is spinosad. This one's my favorite. This one has a lot more residual. It'll last a lot longer on the plants. A lot of these organic sprays and methods, once it rains, it's gone. Spinosad seems to last a lot longer. Under ideal conditions, spinosad will last 2 weeks. So today I'm going to spray with spinosad. So I have spinosad and neem oil, okay? So next week I will do BT, which is another organic spray, and of course the neem oil. Then the next week I'll do pyrethrin, and then I'll just start that rotation all over again. And I do this, like I said, weekly. I just try to stay on top of things. Now, a lot of people have asked me about DE or diatomaceous earth in the garden. For diatomaceous earth to work, or DE, it has to be ideal situations. Once it gets moist or wet, it's ineffective. It's no good. So, for it to work, you would almost have to apply it every single day. Don't mess with my camera. He's trying to help. And I don't need your help, buddy. No. I don't need it. Or do you want to explain the benefits of these organic insecticides? You can do it. I don't mind at all. So that is what we do. So today I'm going to do spinosad and neem oil, get it mixed up, and put it in my sprayer and spray the garden. Without his help, for sure. The key to spraying is to spray it till you can see it start dripping off the leaves, and spray underneath the best you can too, because bugs like to hide anywhere and everywhere. Alright, garden chores done. Let's finish the other chores. Let's fill up some water. Alright, so I got all the chores done, all that stuff done. So I was telling them earlier about PhePhe.
Yes.
And she's full.
She's full.
She has got udders as if she is pregnant.
Or milking.
Or more like milking, as if she's done had a baby. Now, it could be basically one of three things, really. It could be one of these goats got out, got to her, and got back in their pen like a ninja. I don't think that happened.
And it definitely wasn't Tip if that was the case.
It definitely wasn't Tip. It 100% would have to be Joe.
Yeah.
Number two, well, and plus the Nubians have to go in heat, and their heat cycle is different than a Nigerian, so they have a season as if but the Nigerians are, you know, monthly almost. All right, so two would be she's got mastitis. But you had already checked her.
Yes.
And she did not have mastitis.
No.
That's her.
This is the mastitis test. If they have any kind of mastitis, it shows up this bright blue color.
Right.
If it turns a little light shade of green, it's absolutely normal.
Right.
So we knew prior that she didn't have any heat in that udder.
Yep.
She doesn't act uncomfortable in any kind of way.
No.
But just to be sure, we ordered this test to make sure there's no presence of infection.
And where did you get the test from?
I ordered it from Amazon.
Amazon had them.
Actually, when I saw that she was, you know, showing milk, I started Googling all the scenarios, and one of the first things that they recommended doing was to make sure there was no presence of mastitis, because mastitis can make that udder swell up.
Make it swell up.
But they usually show signs of being uncomfortable, and it would have heat in it, and
plus most of the time mastitis is in one teat.
That's right.
Hers are almost evenly full.
It looks just like a prized milking goat.
So I said, well, I told you we had a dog have a false pregnancy one time.
A Yorkie.
A Yorkie. I mean, she went through the motions and everything, and we took her to the vet,
Yes.
And she was fixed.
Yeah, she was fixed, but she still developed mammary glands.
Yes.
She started nesting like she was ready to have her babies.
Right.
And it was just a phenomenon that we had never heard of. So when this happened, we kind of feel like this is the second phenomenon. Look at her. I was so scared initially because I thought to myself, we do not want to breed these girls until they're 2 years of age. It's just not in their best interest for them to have a baby before age 2. They're not fully developed. They're just not ready. So we plan to breed them the fall of 2021, which is not too far away. Look, you can see it. She's standing up. That bag is just something else.
All right, now let me show y'all Capri, who has nothing, zero. But as you can see, PhePhe looks completely full.
Now, she doesn't look completely full.
Oh, she
is completely full.
So we don't think the boys got to her.
We don't.
And she's got negative mastitis.
Negative mastitis.
So I thought false pregnancy. So you Googled and found out something called
precocious
yes,
udder,
or also known as
maiden milk syndrome. And y'all know that the word maiden means single. And PhePhe is a single lady. Her husband lives across the street.
He does live across the street.
But she doesn't even know him. So upon research, this is what she has. And it's an odd happening.
And it's milk.
It is milk. But what we found that the solution is to let it be.
Yep.
You can milk them. However, that just she's not ready to be milked.
Yeah, she hasn't been on a milk stand. We had no. I mean, we're gonna start training her to get on a milk stand, but we haven't started yet.
No, we haven't started yet. It's just, to me, it's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy.
And she'll dry up. That's what we read.
Yes.
To let her be, and she'll dry up.
Let her be. She will dry up on her own. It's better to do that than to try to milk her and us dry her up, because that will put her in some discomfort.
Right.
So they say to let it be. Odd happening at Cog Hill Farm, for sure.
And also you read during your research is that it happens in goats that have
high milk capacity.
Goats that have a line or known for her background's known for producing a lot of milk.
So I did woodpecker.
Woodpecker just flew by.
I contacted Laura at Simply Making It because this is where the goats came from. And Laura, as you know, makes goat milk soap. And I told her about what was going on with PhePhe. Her grandmother's name was Gertrude. That was Laura's first milk goat. She was a very high producing Nubian. And so I told Laura about it. I told her about, the background could be a high producing dairy lines. And she said that Gertrude would be very proud because she was a very high producer, and Laura knew that those genes would be carried on.
That's awesome.
Can you see that teat?
I can't from here.
You can see it over here.
Can you see it over there?
Capri said she doesn't have that problem.
No, Capri doesn't have it.
But look at it, y'all. That is one full udder.
I also contacted Courtney from Life on Booger Road because she's a goat expert as well. And I showed her pictures and stuff, and she pretty much agreed the same thing, that's what she's got.
But she did say she had never had that happen.
She never had it happen. She said that it's not common, but it's not uncommon. Does that make sense?
Right.
It's
well,
not
I read that it's not unheard of.
Yeah, it's not unheard of.
It is a happening that we may never experience here again.
Yeah.
Hey, Tucker.
What's up, Tucker?
You don't have that problem, do you?
Tucker doesn't have that problem.
So,
But PhePhe's completely healthy.
Oh yeah.
Y'all can see she's fine.
She's
Nothing
a
wrong.
beautiful goat.
She is a beautiful goat.
But look at the size difference in PhePhe and Capri.
Yeah.
Just because of that udder.
Mm-hmm.
And her body is producing milk.
Yep. Of course, I mean, her belly's not big. I mean, she's
got a hay belly, but it's not babies in there.
no,
I can
it's the
guarantee
same
you.
as PhePhe. I mean, Capri's. They're not like.
They have never been exposed to bucks.
Never been exposed to bucks. And like I said, unless Joe jumped out of the pen and came over here and jumped in here and then jumped back out and went over and jumped back in. I mean, I'm not saying that's out of the realm of possibility, because
we do have superheroes.
Yeah,
around
that
here.
could happen. It's probably 1 in a million,
Maybe more
but I'm
than that.
sure that could happen.
Bootsy said it didn't happen.
It didn't
she
happen
was
ever.
watching.
Boosie wouldn't let that happen.
But you know who noticed all of this in the beginning?
Who?
This child.
Mary Carl did.
Mary Carl did. She started telling me when we were feeding, this was before Jason was home full time, that PhePhe's udder looked big.
Ain't that right? Tuck, tuck. Yeah.
Sonny, what do you
Tuck,
think?
tuck. Sonny, come here and give me some loving, Sonny. Oh. Oh. Mm-mm. Oh, Sonny.
Sonny says she's gonna lay down.
She is gonna lay down. Let me get your belly. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I got the chores done. Everything's done. I weeded the garden. I sprayed the garden.
We're gonna get fired.
So I want to run over to the land and see what the mulching looks like now.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Hey, boy.
Did one of y'all sneak out like a little ninja? Huh?
Joe said it wasn't him. It wasn't me.
Gracious, y'all, look. Look. I can't believe it. Look. Wow. Look at that. Oh my gracious. Is this not awesome? I had no idea any of this. These trees, I had no idea they were even here. Look how clear it is. All right, there's the tree Mary Carl swings on. Look, and come around. You can see the camper. You can see the tractor. You can see our truck. This was all, as y'all remember in the last video, this was all just total thick, massive undergrowth. But now look how open it is and beautiful. So we got him over here. And he's doing this fence line for us over there. It's gotten pretty grown up. And so that way we can mend this fencing over here. And this is why we got him to do this side. First of all, you can see how thick it is. But the other reason was we couldn't see the fence line. The fence is right here, and of course it's pretty bad shape right in here. But look how much more room we got. I mean, he started right here, looks like, went all the way to over there. But now we can see the fence line, and then we can start a new fence here. And the fence over yonder, about where he is, somewhere in there, starts to pick up and look fairly good. So we can get us a fence and start here and come all the way down through here and connect to it over there where he is now. What do you think, Duke? If y'all don't know who Duke is, if you missed the last video, Duke is the gentleman that's mulching everything. This is his dog, Duke. Duke goes with him everywhere. But look at this. Again, this was all overgrown. We couldn't get to it. It was so thick in here. Now look, it is amazing. Video don't show it, but me and you've been hard at it.
All day.
All day.
My car has too. Been riding her too.
All day. I've been cutting down trees, and you've been on the tractor moving land and moving the trees I cut down.
My car been throwing Duke sticks.
I'm gonna miss Duke.
Yeah, me too.
But more than likely gonna get him to come back
Yeah.
after we done seen what all he did. You want him to do around the barn.
And back behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So he can walk all the way around.
Yeah, I agree. It's coming along. You know, since he cleaned that out, you know, the house site could even move over. So.
Oh, yeah. I think I see a deer.
Ooh.
Come here, Mary Clark.
I ain't got my glasses on.
Straight through there, as far as you can see. Something orange.